Hey there, Wondering Watchers. Welcome to this pick a card reading that explores who wants to be your Valentine. Someone wants to send you a secret love message sealed with a kiss, and this tarot reading reveals exactly who that is. Keep in mind that these cards only provide perspective. You have agency over your life, and you make the decisions about how you experience it. Your choices and your actions lead to the ultimate truth of your situation. If you are new to pick a card readings, I'll review the process here. For those of you ready right now to learn about the person who longs to make your heart flutter, the link to each reading is in the description box below. I have in front of me 4 piles of cards. In pile number 1, 78 Tarot Animal. Pile number 2, Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot Deck. Pile number 3, Mystic Mondays. Pile number 4, Tarot of Oneness. Pick the pile of cards you feel drawn to the most. If you are hoping to hear a specific message that you do not get in a particular reading, then feel free to pick another pile. If you don't get the messages you were hoping for in any of the piles, then it may not be for your best and highest good to hear those particular messages at this time. Feel free to pause the video if you need more time to review your deck choices. Once you've made your decision, go to the description box and click on the link for the corresponding pile. Now it's time to tap into the cards, choose your Valentine wannabe tarot adventure, and let's make magic happen. Welcome back. This is the reading for group number 1, those who picked 78 Tarot Animal to reveal who wants to be your Valentine. So we're going to start off by seeing who this person is in terms of their looks, their most striking features. They have dark skin. They have markings, so either scars or tattoos that you would notice. And they have brown eyes. So see if your intuition is picking up on anyone in your environment that has dark skin, markings, and brown eyes. So let's take a look at what this person is like in terms of their personality. You have the chameleon, patience, adaptability, and change. So perhaps this person kind of has been undetected by you. They are someone who perhaps maybe you have noticed them, and they are someone who maybe changes their style or changes their kind of patterns and their routine. Let's take a look at what else. We have the swan, love, allure, purity. So group number 1, this person here is someone who is drawn to beautiful things. Perhaps they are someone who dresses well, someone who is very intentional about the way they communicate. If they are trying to convey appreciation or admiration for something, it's something that they are able to, in a heartfelt way, really display. And you have the eagle, freedom, perspective, victory. So group number 1, this secret admirer of yours, they are someone who kind of rises above any situation, might not be someone who is involved with drama. They are someone who kind of is confident. They're able to really present a side of themselves where they kind of stand up tall. They aren't afraid to be seen. So this aspect of the chameleon, this change, adaptability, it might be more so that they are confident in themselves, where they can express their identity or different aspects of their identity without reservation. So let's see what they admire about you, group number one. You have Morrigan, rhythm. So group number one, they admire the fact that you are someone who kind of like them, isn't afraid to show off your identity, and that's whatever you're feeling at that moment. It might be something that, every season that you kind of change out of, or whatever music you're listening to, you're inspired by them. It's a sense of you really being able to connect with, certain aspects of yourself and your environment, and really allow that to shape who you are right then and there. You have Taiki, luck. So group number one, what they admire about you is kind of you don't have to try hard for things to go your way. It's almost as if things fall into your lap. And you are good luck for other people even. And you have Bridget, inner peace. So group number one, they admire that you are able to be who you are without needing to apologize to anyone. They feel that you have a passion and desire to live life to your fullest. And so they see that there's nothing that necessarily, at least to them, there's nothing that necessarily makes them think that you are bogged down by other people's opinions or self-doubt or self-criticism. So let's take a look at what they are picking up on from you or the universe that impacts how they might approach you. You have infinity, unlimited potential. So they are getting signs from you or the universe that really anything is possible, that they could potentially have a wonderful connection with you, because that's kind of what they are looking for. You have smiley face and joy. So they are really getting a good feeling about potentially approaching you. They are sensing a happiness from you and possibly, other things in their environment that isn't giving them any hesitation in approaching you. But you do have this skull endings. So there might be something that they are picking up from you, or something else where they may feel that you are in a period where you are closing off a connection with someone, or paying attention to the ending of something. Perhaps it is your feelings for someone or a relationship. It could be like, a job or a project, but it seems like, with an ending, there's always potential for new beginnings. So that is the only kind of pause that they would have there. So let's see, how do they know you? We have 8 of Cups here. So this could be someone that you used to have a friendship with or a connection with, and somehow, one of you had moved on. It also could be that you are someone that they are someone you had confided in about you ending something with someone else. Let's see, how do they view you as a romantic potential? You have here the moon. So let's see if it can focus. There. So they see you as something they are drawn to, emotionally pulled in by you. But there is something about you that slightly scares them. They are confident usually, but something about their draw to you pulls on their emotions in a particular way where they are a little bit afraid of going that path with you, of being emotionally vulnerable. So let's see what about you intimidates them. You have here the King of Wands, and that could be that fiery passion about you where you really can be whoever you want. You can really embrace, whatever it is your passion is, be that person, be that energy, and really not seeking anyone's approval or anyone's permission. So let's take a look at how you would characterize them, group number 1. You have 3 of Cups. So perhaps you see them as just a friend, someone to party with, someone to kind of talk with. Seems like you would, share things of the heart, talk about your emotions, and, perhaps this is like a drinking buddy. So let's see if your heart will be open to this connection. You have here the 3 of Swords. So perhaps there is something from your past. Maybe it's this ending over here, but something from your past where you are still working through things. Perhaps your heart belongs to someone else. So let's see if your mind would be open to this connection. Well, you have here the King of Cups. So it's as if you would logically think this connection would make sense. Perhaps you think this person would be someone emotionally stable or supportive of you, someone who is encouraging, someone that you would be able to share your heart with if your heart was in a position to share. So let's take a look at some advice from the universe. You have here the 7 of Cups. So group number 1, it seems like you have a lot of options, a lot of things that you could want, and it's for you to decide if you want to make a choice and actually make active effort to approach whatever choice that is. And the choice kind of depends on what it is your heart truly wants. But it may be that your heart truly wants this emotional stability for yourself. And, that is for you to decide if you are going to do that on your own or if this potential Valentine approaches you. So I hope this provides a helpful perspective of who wants to be your special Valentine. We'll see you next time. Take care. Welcome back. This is the reading for group number 2, those who picked Ethereal Visions Illuminated Tarot deck to reveal who wants to be your Valentine. So group number 2, let's see what this person looks like. What are their most striking features? You have this serious card. So perhaps they are someone who has a stern look about them. They have a look of contemplation. You have plus size. So they are someone who is bigger, huskier. Perhaps they are kind of like that teddy bear body shape. And you have this card of daring. So they are someone who may shock you. Even though they have that serious look, they have a playful side, a riskier side to them. Perhaps that's something that is appealing to you. Perhaps it's not. So let's see what this person is like. We have the jellyfish, entanglement, feeling pain. Okay, so they are someone who is trying to go with the flow. Perhaps you know them as someone who kind of has a little bit of drama in their life. Maybe it's part of their daringness, but perhaps they have situations that the risks weren't really avoided entirely. Maybe they have some type of like scar or something from the things that they have done, the risks that they have taken. It's making me think of more like, someone who like rides motorcycles, or someone who has a lot of like exes, maybe overlapping exes. So let's see what else we have. We have here the ant, unity, teamwork, burden. So they are kind of like all over the place. You might see them with a bunch of friends. They are very popular. They kind of carry the group to a certain degree. That could be why there's that jellyfish energy as well. Maybe they get involved in the lives of their friends, overstepping. And you have the fish, subconscious emotion, fluidity. So this person who is your mega fan, they are someone who really isn't afraid to get into the emotions of things. So they do kind of flow in and out of people's business, but it seems like it is for the purpose of helping. And that could be like that daring aspect as well. Some people kind of see a situation that's none of their business and kind of are like, hey, that's not my business. I'm going to kind of stay out of that. But for this person, it's kind of like, hey, that's my friend. I'm going to get in their business and see what's up. So let's take a look at what this person admires about you, group number 2. You have Freya, boldness. So they see you as someone who asserts themselves wherever they feel they need to as well. They see you as someone who isn't afraid to advance towards something that you feel you need to face, challenge, question. You have this Morrigan card, rhythm. So they admire that you are you're basically in a phase where you can deal with like whatever comes your way. You can be someone who is bold. You can be someone who is receptive. You are also someone who is like wise. And it really just depends on your environment. And you can kind of shapeshift in a certain way where depending on what's going on around you, you can adjust, acclimate to those things. And you have this card, this Brigid, inner peace. So group number 2, they admire that you have this sense about you, this passion, this desire to connect with your goals, with certain things in your environment, and being your true, honest self, so that you don't have to feel ashamed or need anyone's permission or need to apologize to anyone. So let's see what they are picking up on to see how it impacts how they approach you. So picking up on signs from you or the universe, you have this tree ancestry. So it seems like there's something about possibly them, possibly their own family history, and that affects how they approach you. So, perhaps it could be that I'm noticing like the similarities between this jellyfish and the roots under this tree here. So this entanglement, feeling this pain. Perhaps there's some aspect of their own history, their own family, where there's a concern of maybe how, maybe parents or grandparents, how they dealt with each other in relationships. Let's see what else we have. We have smiley face, joy. So they are picking up signs that there is, happiness and pleasure with the potential of actually coming towards you and revealing how they feel. We also have Firefly Wonder. So group number 2, this mega fan of yours, they are really kind of wanting to see how that connection would be. They really are getting a sense of that glow, that spark from you, and they really are drawn to it. So let's take a look here at the tarot cards. I'm going to start out by seeing how you are known to them. You have 5 of Pentacles. So this could be, perhaps they noticed you lost on the street. Perhaps they noticed that you needed to borrow money from someone, but it's a sense of however they know you, it has to do with your finances and having like a place to go or a place to be like protected or sheltered, something along those lines. So let's see how they view your romantic potential. Knight of Swords. So they kind of are seeing that you are someone who will quickly know or let them know if there is a connection. Is there? Okay. You will either say something or do something. You will definitely let them know right away if they are someone you would be interested in. So let's see what about you intimidates them. Group number 2. 2 of Cups. So it's basically your ability to really make them feel listened to, make them feel good about who they are, where they are in life. Your ability to kind of open them up to their heart is something that really intimidates them. So let's see, how would you characterize them? You have here the Star. So you would characterize them as someone who is like hopeful, someone who is not necessarily in a place of life where they want to be quite yet, and possibly a little bit, I want to say up in the clouds, or like living a fairy tale, or living a life that is not necessarily sustainable in the long run. So it's as if you want them to do better in life, but it's like they are not really living in reality. So let's see if your heart would be open to this connection. You have here the Tower. So basically, I take that as a big fat no. whatever it is that you're looking for, that's not necessarily going to be with this person. Let's see about your mind being open to this connection. You have the Ace of Wands. So in a sense, there is the concept of something new, a concept of being like swept away by this. It's almost like flattery. So let's take a look at advice from the universe about this connection. You have King of Cups. So basically, kind of being someone who is emotionally stable, whether or not this person is for you, just having like an open heart, being supportive, and just being, your best self, regardless if this is someone who you're interested in romantically or not. That's kind of what the universe wants you to know. So I hope this reading provides a helpful perspective of who wants to be your special Valentine. We'll see you next time. Take care. Welcome back. This is the reading for group number 3, those who picked Mystic Mondays to reveal who wants to be your Valentine. So before we get into the tarot cards, we're going to look at some oracle cards and find out first, what does this person look like? We have masculine. So masculine features, or how they, their attitude, how they present themselves is masculine. That's however it is you see masculine. Black hair. And dark skin. Okay, so let's see if your intuition is picking up on anything regarding someone who is masculine with black hair and dark skin. So let's see, what are they like? You have the Crow, clarity, destiny, clairvoyance. So group number 3, this person who wants to be your Valentine, they are someone who speaks their mind. They are someone who may be spiritual, maybe not necessarily religious, or kind of announce that they are spiritual, but they have a sense about them where they kind of almost have a sense of peace about them, because they are accepting or aware of what's going on around them. And they also have the ability to kind of see things from like a higher view. Maybe not necessarily get into like other people's dramas type of thing. You have the Swan, love, allure, purity. So group number 3, your mega fan is someone who really feels things deeply. They are someone who presents themselves very well. Maybe they dress well, or they are always like looking sharp, looking their best, and they have a very like heartfelt way of communicating with others. And you have the Whale, magnificence, compassion, history. So group number 3, your secret admirer is someone who other people see as being a big like personality, someone who people listen to, they follow. People might not know them personally, but everyone's kind of heard of them. And it's kind of like a sense of they are really someone who, even in passing, even in paying someone a compliment, it's very like a heartfelt compliment, or something that really, their words are it's like the way they speak, it's like poetic, and really moves people. So let's see what they admire about you, group number 3. You have, Demeter, harvest. So they admire that you are very resourceful, that you make the most of any situation. They also admire that you have like a very nurturing like personality about you. Someone who, possibly very compassionate and wants to make others feel like at home. You have Yamoja, release. So the person that wants to be your Valentine, they admire that you are able to kind of let go of things and not hold on to anger or negativity, that you can really just let go of things that aren't serving you. And you have Athena, wisdom. So group number 3, they think that you are very smart, that you also kind of are able to rise above any type of, superficial, unimportant things, and really focus on the things that matter, and that, not only like smart, you might be like book smart, but you also may just be someone who is able to get a sense of people and how they feel, what they need, what they don't need. So let's see. This person who wants to be your Valentine, what are they picking up on from you or the environment that influences how they might approach you? We have this hello again, recycle, recover. So it may be that this is someone from your past, perhaps an ex of yours, or maybe even an ex of a friend of yours. So here they're trying to get a sense if you would be open to kind of a new approach to something old, something repurposed. We have stars, divine guidance. So they are really kind of that spiritual aspect of themselves. They are tapping into it to see, what is it that the universe or their higher self is saying about whether or not this should be an actual shot that they take. And we have butterfly metamorphosis. So group number 3, this person here is kind of picking up that you are going through a change, or they are going through a change in life, who you are, and they're kind of getting a sense of who you might be, or who they might be when that change or that transformation is done, and seeing if that connection would still be there, or that potential connection would still be there. So let's get into these tarot cards here. Seems like this person is very deep. So let's see how they know you, group number 3. We have here the 2 of Swords. So this is kind of a sense of stalemate, indecision. It also is a card for like friends that may have had an argument to kind of come to a place of peace. So it seems like they know you from either, this recycle recover is coming up again, either an ex of yours or an ex of a friend of yours, or, someone that you were close to, and almost as if they came and approached you, there is that concern of whether or not it would be a good idea. So let's see how they view your romantic potential. We have here the King of Wands. So they think you are attractive. They think that you are like your passion is something that they really are drawn to. They would almost like kind of follow you anywhere you would lead. And they would want to be like a loyal person to you. So let's see, what about you intimidates them? You have 9 of Cups here. So group number 3, you are someone that doesn't need anybody. You are happy on your own, or you're happy in your own situation. And so they would kind of be intimidated by your confidence and your lack of need for them. So let's see how you would characterize them. Oh, you have here the Lovers. So you kind of think that this person is long-term potential. They are someone who would be a great support system, someone who communicates well, someone who would really have their partner's back. So let's see if your heart would be open to this connection. You have the 5 of Swords, and this is kind of like a false sense of victory if, you know, it's pursued. Again, you know, this 2 of Swords situation, it could be that your heart is saying, no, this isn't right. You know, other people might be involved. Or it's, if you pursue it, then you are really kind of saying, you know, screw everyone else, I'm doing this. So let's see if your mind would be open to this connection. You have here the World card. So you think that this would be a great success. You kind of intellectually or analytically or objectively think that this connection would really, you know, it could end in marriage. It could really open a whole new world for you. So let's see what the advice is from the universe regarding this connection. You have the 5 of Pentacles, so another 5. The advice is for you to kind of, you know, recognize, you know, what it is that makes you feel comfortable, what it is that would provide you a sense of belonging, a sense of home. You know, if you are focusing on your finances, then it's a sense of, okay, you know, work on your financial growth before you kind of look at this potential, or, you know, the potential to open your heart to someone. But it seems like this metamorphosis might have to do with you growing and changing and transforming in terms of your, you know, what makes you feel comfortable in your material world and your material success. So I hope this provides a helpful perspective of who wants to be your special Valentine. We'll see you next time. Take care. Welcome back. This is the reading for group number 4, those who picked Tarot of Oneness, to reveal who wants to be your Valentine. Before we get into the tarot cards, we are going to pull some oracle cards to find out about this person. So let's find out what they look like. We have daring, short hair, and piercings. So someone who you feel is daring, has short hair, whatever short is to you, and has piercings. Perhaps your intuition is tapping into someone who you think is kind of edgy, takes a lot of risks, kind of lives for the thrill. So let's see what they are like. We have the leopard, power, swiftness, ambition. So group number 4, this person who wants to be your Valentine is pretty intense and powerful. Perhaps they have not only a physical strength, but an inner strength about them. They are someone that goes after what they want. And, people might not see the process. They might kind of see the aftermath, the success of what this person goes after. We have here the monkey, knowledge, laughter, bonding. So group number 4, this Valentine wannabe of yours is someone who is, smart. Maybe they don't announce that to others or let people think that or know that about them. They are someone who perhaps, likes to be a jokester, doesn't want others to see them coming. They're very kind of, they're fun loving, and they really want to have like close friendships. And let's see what else we have here. We have the cat, curiosity, autonomy, and magic. So group number 4, your secret admirer is someone who is kind of to themselves sometimes, not because they are trying to escape from the crowd. It's because they like to do their own thing. They like to check out the environment, see what's there, see what they can pick up on. They are someone who's very sensitive in the way of they pick up on people's vibrations. So they might not need to say a lot or hear a lot to know whether they like someone or they don't like someone. And they might have a sense of making things happen that people are unaware of how it happens. It's kind of like this power, but they like having a sense of mystery about them. They don't like to necessarily announce who they are or what their intentions are. So let's take a look at what they admire about you, group number 4. We have here Anana, desire. So they feel that you, similar to them, have this passion, this desire to either be the best version of yourself or to go far in life. They really feel that you have something about you that draws people to you. You have Oya, expression. So they see you as someone who is very bright, vibrant, someone who isn't afraid to step into your power and, speak your mind. It's very much like a Queen of Wands type of energy. Really doing whatever it is that your heart wants to do and not needing to apologize about that. You have hell, rebirth. So it may be that you've had situations in your life where you have made a major transformation of some kind, and they admire you for being able to do that. And maybe you're outspoken about that. Maybe in the past you used to be shy, or you used to feel that you couldn't speak your mind, but there's something about who you are and how you operate now that they feel is very much part of who you are and part of your destiny. So let's see what they are picking up on in terms of signs, energy that impacts how they might approach you. There is this mirror reflection card here. So they might be in a period right now of taking a look at what they can offer, who they are, how you might see them, and that might cause them a little bit of hesitation on approaching you. We have traffic cone caution. So they are seeing some type of sign from the universe or from you that's telling them to approach this very slowly, to make sure that, if they want to say something, they know what they want to say. If they want to present themselves in a certain way, that's clear. And also possibly to make sure that, you would give them the green light. And we have key opportunity. So they are really trying to find the right opportunity to make their move. But, they're trying to see when that door is going to open for them. But for the most part, they're kind of taking things slowly and reflecting on themselves, on the situation to see, when that moment of opportunity might present itself. So group number 4, let's see how it is this person knows you. We have Ace of Pentacles here. So perhaps there was some type of new job, maybe opening up a business account or a bank account, something where there was like a new situation, and they were able to interact with you. Maybe even taking a new course, something where it would be known and aware, where everyone understood that this would be like a new endeavor for you or even for them. So let's see how they view you as a potential romantic partner. We have here the 4 of Swords. So, they kind of see you as someone who they might need to approach very slowly, to kind of, it's as if you are such a force and they are such a force that the way to see how you would be romantically would be to kind of in a moment of stillness, a moment of almost like a spiritual connection, and possibly even just to see how you would do just the two of you, just the two of you on your own. So let's see what about you intimidates them. You have the Devil here. So, it is a sense that you both have this very similar, you've got the cat here, and in the Queen of Wands, there is that cat, and you have this leopard here, this power kind of card, and that is definitely like the wands type of energy and your desire and expression. So it's like you both have this intense passion, desire, and motivation and drive. And so what intimidates them about you is kind of who would give up their power, who would be the person that has control. And I think they would, intimidated by the fact that you might have control, that they would just give you control, and vice versa. So let's see how you would characterize them. You have here the Moon. So you kind of would see them as someone who is very deep, someone who can have a real hold over someone emotionally, and someone who, doesn't necessarily make it clear where people stand with them. And they intentionally do that. They don't want to announce, how they are approaching a situation, or how they feel um, they see themselves in the environment. They want to be someone that kind of catches people by surprise. So in a sense, it seems like there might even be a little bit of intimidation that you might feel with them as well. So let's see if your heart would be open to this connection. We have here the Nine of Swords. This is fear and anxiety. And, perhaps it has to do with whatever this rebirth energy is, whatever it is they feel that you were able to overcome, because you characterize them as the moon. When there is like self-doubts and kind of insecurities that are brought up, it really intensifies with that moon card. So perhaps there was a past love connection that you have that or just any connection that has to do with trusting someone, being open and honest with them. And your heart is kind of thinking that this would really bring up a lot of fears for you. Let's see if your mind would be open to this connection. Well, we have the Ten of Swords. And that's like a sense of hitting rock bottom. There is the potential for a new day, but it seems like with your heart and your mind, it's not really open to this, at least right now. So let's see what advice there is from the universe. We have the Ten of Pentacles. So the universe is kind of saying, do what you feel gives you the most material success, emotional success. Surround yourself by those that you care about and want to share your day-to-day life with. So regardless of this connection, keep thriving and, you do you. So I hope this provides a helpful perspective of who wants to be your special Valentine. We'll see you next time. Take care.